Alright, today on Cabal Cast, we are back in Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath, doing a 1 versus 1 video commentary, and this game is from the 2016 most recent Game Replays.org tournament, held on last Sunday, I believe. I just got to it today. It features two players, OneVision and Maze. OneVision is a Kane's Wrath Pro, Maze is a CNC3 Tiberian Wars expert, and both these players are going to be giving us a game today. So OneVision is playing as Martyr Kane, and both these players chose their factions, by the way. And Maze is playing as Zocom on Pipeline Problems, which is a map that hasn't been refeatured very much in Kane's Wrath. So up in the north here, we see this is OneVision. He is playing as the pink, or purple, Jesus, is that pink or purple? It's purple. Purple Nod. He's going automatically for a Crane. And Maze is playing as a Cyan Zocom. He is also going for a Crane, or is that a refinery? Looks like it's a refinery, so both these players are probably going to go for a Tiberian War style gameplay on this map. Why wouldn't you? Because there's a blue tip field just to the left of each player, and yeah, Maze is going to go for base creep with a refinery, and Maze is going to, or OneVision is going to go for a Crane instead. So I'm not sure which one of these players would probably go for. Maze went for a refinery first. It'll definitely give Maze the opportunity to see to expand a lot faster, but Maze, on the other hand, has to start with a refinery, and then OneVision already had a Crane going, and he already dropped down his two power plants. So he's going to start out with the an Awakened Squad. By the way, this is patch 1.02 plus R11, not R12, because the gaming plays thoroughly denies about it. And everything is going to be going on R11 from gaming plays. So two reference squads from Maze are going to go to the middle of the map here, and they're going to go definitely go see if they can scout OneVision's base. OneVision has a War Factory out already, and he has a Buggy Scout. He's definitely going to see if he can take out both of these squads. Maybe he's just going to bypass them. Nope, he's going to stop right there. That one single Awakened Squad from OneVision is going to make it to the left side of the map, and definitely going to go down and see what Maze is up to. Maze is going to go for a couple of pit bulls. Looks like he's worried about some bikes. But on the other hand, looks like he did manage to scout through Maze did manage to scout through with his Rifleman squads. Too bad for buggies that he can't squish Rifleman squads. That's a bit of a shame. Maze is going to go scout with his pit bulls to the north here. He did base creep with his refinery and place down a War Factory as well. And a nice imp there by that Awakened squad. He's going to shut down the Rocket Harvester, deny him for about 5 seconds, which is very, very good. Scorpion Tank comes out to deal with those pit bulls, which I have no idea where they are. Oh, they're right here. Pit bulls are just going to scout the rest of the map to see if they can find any bikes or sneaky engineers, which is possible. That's a good way to think about it. And a couple of pit bulls in the center of the map here, and there's also going to be 3 pit bulls. Is Maze bringing in more? Nope, he's going to be going for another Rifleman squad scout. Somehow he took a little bit of damage from something. I'm not sure what it was. And he also plays on another refinery that is a green Tiberian field, because the blue is giving him a same amount of credits. 2 Scorpion tanks from OneVision is going to be coming in, and they do take a swing at that Harvester. A little bit of damage, not too much. Another swing at that Raider Buggy didn't do too much damage. Now 2 War Factories now from OneVision, as well as an Operations Center. So we're going to be seeing some Dozer Blades coming out as well, and 2 War Factory. And surprisingly, only one refinery at that blue expansion field. Well, 1 refinery is all you basically need, unless you're Tiberian hungry, which is like what Maze is. He's powered down both of his refineries for some strange reason. Maybe he wanted to get more power plants up and running, and he did so indeed. He's got 3 power plants. We're going to transition into some Predator tanks, and that's very good. Predator tanks versus Scorpion tanks. Predator tanks will always win in a one-on-one battle, even with Dozer Blades and Laser Scorps. Lasers can be coming in as the Dozer Blade's almost done. It's about 90% done. It's stalled on cash a little bit. Looks like Maze just... Looks like OneVision just went for 1 refinery at that blue expansion field. And even 1 refinery is all you need on that blue. Maze is just happily mining away his blue tib. The Dozer Blaze is finally done, but the Scorpion tanks are going to reverse move back. Buggy is been massacred by those 3 Scorp tanks. A little bit overextended. That's not what you want to do. Oh, some Scorpion tanks on the right side here from OneVision is going to be coming in and taking out a couple of pit bulls for their troubles. They want to sneak into the base, but there's too many Predator tanks. And even throws in some decoy army. I'm not sure where they decoyed through. They decoyed through here. Is that just... Oh, no, there's a decoys. And Maze has gone for another refinery as well. That's a command post and a barracks. So we're going to be seeing some rocket squads. And rocket squads are very good. I'm sorry, missile squads. Rocket squads is for black, for Nod. And we see a tier 3 now from OneVision. Looks like he wants to go for maybe some one clicks and or Redeemer. He's got a hand of Nod out, and what is he going to be putting out? He's going to be putting out some Milton Rocket Squads, and that's pretty good to defend against those Scorpos, or Predator tanks. And his maze is going to expand. He's not going to be expanding yet. This could be a tier 3. Nope, the tier 3 is already down. The Tech Labs are already down, so both these players are at tier 3. And we see a tier 1.5 now from OneVision. Looks like he wants to get the tip infusion for his infantry, and that's very good, but he's not building anything right now. Sold the one of his war factories because he probably wants to get a Redeemer engine facility. Throws on a disruption tower, and that's pretty good, so that maze can't see inside the base. Oh, a double MCV from OneVision. That's going to be very huge. Base Wars on this map is absolutely horrendous. I mean, both these players can just like build artillery units and base defenses and just go all out for this type of stuff. And that's what people do in Tiberian Wars as well. Oh, Mammoth tanks now. Mammoth tanks from Maze. And that's going to be very huge. These Scorpion tanks have no question about it. Even Zone Raiders now. And that's going to be for their Recommander hub for the Marv as soon as it comes out. And the problem with this is that, oh, we see a small Predator tank force going to be coming in. They do shut down against that Obelisk of Light. And they do see a couple of Scorpos going down the right side of the map trying to avoid these Predator tanks. They're maybe trying to cut them off or something. This one single Scorpion tank could probably squish all these Missile squads and Rifleman squads. They could be coming here, but they have to watch out they don't get massacred by these Zone Raiders. And Zone Raiders, I forget if they can get squashed by Dozer Blade Scorps. Okay, they can get squashed by Dozer Blade Scorps. And that's not good. But at the same time, oh, Maze is losing all those Zone Raiders. Even that construction unit is taking a little bit of damage as well. And Marv is going to be garrisoned with all the with 2 Zone Raiders so far. And all those Scorpion tanks just got hugely massacred. And the Rocket Squads now. OneVision did not go for his Tib Infusion. Looks like he just wanted to get that upgrade just for the Disruption Tower. And now that means that Maze has to build Pit Bulls, or he has to use a scan quite a bit so he can see inside the base and attack. But this is where Zocom lacks in artillery because they have no artillery units. Their only artillery is zone heads, and that's going to take up a lot of money. And once OneVision gets up his base defenses with the Tip Core, it's going to be big problems for Maze. But now we see a little bit of an attack here by Maze. He's going to take out that Obelisk of Light, but with double Obelisk droppings, Maze is not going to be able to crack this defense, especially since when the Redeemer is going to be coming out of its engineering facility. And he's just going to throw down some Rage. And he just always squishes a couple of his Mammoth tanks. Oh no! And he throws down the Shockwave artillery, and the Shockwave, oh my god, it missed. It missed the Redeemer. Oh no, that was a waste. How did it miss it? He got the Redeemer engineering facility, but it didn't get the Disruption Tower and the Redeemer. That's not good. And Maze lost all of his forces. The Marv is all that remains. And Maze now is going to be expanding to this Green Tiberian field to get more economy going, but now he's gonna have to transition into air because air is his only answer to get artillery units, because Maze is just, or one of it is just gonna spam out Spectres, and Spectres is gonna be big problems for Zocom. See a buggy coming in, and they do have the M coils now. And did I hear a? Nope, I don't think I heard. Nope, I thought I heard a Catalyst missile, but OneVision doesn't have a typical chemical plant yet. Sorry. So now we see that another refinery's been dropped down. A barracks has been dropped down by Maze. OneVision has got 2 refineries of his own. The Redeemer is not yet garrisoned by anything. I wonder if he's going to throw down the cloaking field on it. You can't really tell if he can throw down the cloaking field, but I don't think he doesn't need it because he can just stay underneath the Disruption Tower and then he'll be fine. The Marv's coming out to that single expansion point, which, by the way, if you capture the expansion point, it's going to give you a little bit of radius. And a Rage Generator come in, and that's just going to do big damage. That Mammoth tank took a little bit of damage as well. Some infantry is going to be building out now. Looks like Maze is going to go for going for an army station, and he's going to go for some Tiberian field suits. And Tib field suits is going to be pretty good damage. Small squadron Pit Bulls here. They do have the mortars, and they do take out that 1.5, which is good. Now that we're going to be focusing on that power plant, and power plant is going to be destroyed. It's an upgraded one too, but that does not put OneVision on low power just yet. Just now it puts on low power because he probably put something down and he must have gone low power. Yep, destroyed turn-based defenses, but that's going to be putting him on low power. But destroying the refinery should put him back on low power, and he sold off that. Was that a Obelisk of Light? I think it was. Single the buggy scout is coming in here, and it's going to be being attacked by these harvesters. Even going for some emp grenades, and emp grenades with the field suits is going to be pretty huge. Oh, the rage generator comes in and it did a little bit of damage, took out a pit bull, and it put some force into suppression fire. Bikes are coming in, and they do have tip core. Tip core bikes is going to be bad. That's going to be bad news for Maze, and now Maze is going to be pushing in with this huge infantry swarm. OneVision should probably have the these supercharged particle beams, and that's not going to be good for those infantry squads. Actually, they don't do a whole lot of damage now that I think about it. If Maze can get his grenadiers in the base, emp that Redeemer and emp the base defenses, then it's going to be GG for OneVision. But at the same time, Maze only has infantry, pit bulls, and the Marv, and a single hammer and a single mammoth tank. He needs air defenses, and air defenses for somehow the military rocket squad is heroic. He needs air. He needs hammerheads and zone head. He needs zone heads basically, because he can't just win with just infantry. And bikes from OneVision will be coming in back and forth, 6 bikes in total, and the game just kind of slowed down a bit. Even OneVision is going to go for an air tower himself, so we could see some vertical bombers. Some vertical bombers versus mammoth tanks, and infantry is just going to do massive amounts of damage. And here comes a big force from Maze, and a rage generator. Another rage generator goes off, and that's just so annoying. Calling in more airborne, GDI airborne, but that OneVision's Redeemer just going to keep going off with his rage generator, and the base defense are just going to be popping out of the ground like weeds in a garden, because that's how Marked Up Kane plays. They play very defensively. Maze is going to have to watch out for these bikes that are coming in from OneVision, and he doesn't have a harvester. Yes, he does have a harvester here, and that's full of, well, it's not really full of blue tip, but it's going to be attacking his base, and he's just going for hammerheads. They don't have the AP ammo yet, but they do have the ceramic armor. And these bikes are going to be attacking the hammerheads, and they do take out a couple of them. Although I'm not sure if that was cost effective. Meanwhile, back up here, we see that Maze is going to be attacking OneVision's base, and another shockwave artillery, and hopefully it hits the Redeemer this time. And it doesn't hit the Redeemer, but now he's got to fight through this whole wall of base defenses, obelisk of lights, and try to turn base defenses with the supercharged particle beams, and even using the emp grenades on the Redeemer. That's very, very good. And Maze is going to be pushing in with his whole force now. He's even dropping the orbital bombardment now. Spectre artillery is going to be coming in from Maze, or from OneVision, and he's just really trying to destroy the Redeemer. But he locks down the Marv, but now those base defenses are going to be coming up now, and those Spectres are completely missing their targets. I'm not even sure why they're firing, but now these mammoth tanks are coming in, and they're going to do massive amounts of damage. They have to get past these shredder base defenses, and the Redeemer is being self-repaired by 2 repair pods. The Spectres are way out of position. They need to move back, but they're not going to be moving. They're just, I'm not even sure. Did you think they're just force firing because they're just missing? Oh, that was a nice shot there by that Spectre. Now we see that only mammoth tanks remain, and OneVision is successfully held this defense. I would have personally kept attacking because, well, I don't think, well, yeah, that's why, because the disruption tower is causing Maze to just roll back, because he can't see anything behind there. He doesn't have a command post. He sold his command post because, I wonder why, because he could have used the scan, because the scan would work wonders right now. And now that Redeemer is probably going to use a raise generator, I would assume. Maze is going to be going around the front half of the map, and he does hear the Redeemer force firing on the ground. That's a good maneuver, but it's double obelisk drop now, and that's just going to be causing the force away. Some Enlightened now are going to be coming in. They do lock down that Marv, and finally the raise generator goes off. 2 mammoth tanks will probably be going down. Yep, 2 mammoth tanks will go down. One of them is very heavily damaged. Both of them are very heavily damaged, and that Marv now is just going to be verse moving back. Maze, oh no, he's going for zone heads, so that's going to be pretty good. This is his only artillery units, I should say, because there's 2 units in that hammerhead. There's a hammerhead and a zone trooper squad, so he needs to be putting zone troopers inside the hammerheads, because that's going to give him a good amount of DPS. The problem is that OneVision does not have any air defense to speak of, but at the same time he does have disruption tower, and I'm not sure if the zone heads, they don't have scanner packs or power packs. So the scanner packs, I don't know if they work in I don't know if scanner packs work if the hammerheads are inside the buildings. But now they're gonna be firing, and here comes the tip core base defense, and tip core absolutely massacres everything. And surprisingly, they don't lose a single hammerhead. Although another shot from that 7 turns. See, this is the problem with with Mark Kane, they're just so defensive. They can plop down any base defense possible, and they have a Redeemer for defense. They got Imp. They got everything to stop base defenses. And now this is the big trouble for Maze. Here comes another Rage Generator, and will that destroy that Marv or Mammoth Tank? Yes, it will. And a single Harvest can manage to try to sneak Tiberium off that field, but it looks like it's just been discovered. Maze should probably definitely get scanner packs, because then he can see further. And here comes another attack here by Maze. But he's got to watch out that there's base defenses are going to be popping up again. And will they destroy the base? A couple of hammerheads. They just take out one hammerhead, but that's about it. And the Pitbull are coming in. The Pitbull is the only stealth reeling unit that Maze has at the moment. He doesn't have a command post, so he can't really attack. And here comes Magnetic Mines. Magnetic Mines are going to be dropping down now from OneVision, and that's going to be causing the Marv to... Well, it has a couple of repair pods, so it's not going to matter too much. Although it does matter to Mammoth Tank. And reverse moving again, because there's too many base defenses here, and the Redeemer as well. I'm not sure what Maze is going to do. He has the units, but he at the same time he can't break into OneVision's bases. And another Rage Generator goes off, and yeah, Mammoth Tank goes down. The Marv is all that remains, and these Hammerheads now. These Hammerheads, they don't have any garrisons in them. They don't have the Zone Troopers in the Hammerheads yet. They're just blank. Command post has been placed down now by Mace. He sold one of his refineries as well, and the same thing with OneVision, sold one of his refineries. He's going for... Yeah, he's still got some Enlightened now. He should probably get to 7 and 8 Lakes, but I don't know if he has the money for that right now. And another Redeemer's coming in now, and he emptied the Marv. That was probably a Raider buggy, I would assume. Emptying down the Marv. Or maybe it was an Enlightened. I don't know. It can't be an Enlightened. Or maybe it was an Enlightened. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Selling off that base defense for a little bit of extra money, and that's good. Now he's going for another upgrade. This is definitely going to be Cybernetic Legs. And another Rage Generator goes off, and holy man. How many forces will go down? He did lose a militant squad, which is not good. And now some more Imp Grenades are being built now by Maze. This is all he can build. He's going to go for another attack. I don't know if he should do this, because he should probably gather up as much Tiberium as possible, then go in for another attack. But Maze is... He's not going to be able to deal with these base defenses. This is just a lot of base defenses. Not to mention that the MCV, I think it's moving a little closer and closer. Those base defenses, this sells them off for some Enlightened squads. That's good. Now the Hammerheads now are going to be, hopefully, they're going to be coming in to help out. And oh no, here comes the Enlightened. And the Enlightened have Cybernetic Legs, so they have the Redeemer now. They're going to go back to base for base repairs. And now another Semturn has been placed down. And this could be the last stand here from Maze. Even the Harvesters going to be coming in to squish all the infantry squads, and another Imp goes off for those Light squads. And we see a Tip Trooper squad coming in as well, taking a little damage. And now Maze has to go back again, because he can't go any further. And the Lane squads are going to be hammering down the Redeemer. And the Rage Generator also goes off as well. Base defense is being built now by Maze. Even attacking the Mammoth Tank now, because they're still underneath the Rage. Now these Lane squads are just going to be waiting back to get their Imp ability recharged, so they can use it again on the Marv. But these base defenses are just juicy targets, because once they get destroyed, they can just instantly get out the Awakened squads and just Imp them immediately. But this Marv, if it goes heroic, then maybe Maze will have a chance. But at the same time, he's going to have to follow up with some forces, and Hammerheads, zone heads, are his only answer. But with this many base defenses, it's hard for him to get into the base of OneVision. More Enlightened squads are going to be coming out of those barracks now. And the more Enlightened OneVision gets, the less time that Marv is going to be useful for Maze. And he's even force firing on the ground, because he knows that Redeemer is going to be definitely has his Rage. He's going to be coming in with his Enlightened. Nope. And there's the Rage. And he waited till the Marv was going to be out of stop fire, force firing on the ground. And he does take out one of his Harvesters and heavily damages another one. Selling out more base defenses now for more Enlightened squads. And this is good. This is good for OneVision. And he's just going to be keep popping down base defenses. And the more base defenses he has, the more time he's going to be able to destroy that Marv. he should definitely focus the Marv as many times as possibly can, and the Hammerheads are coming in as well. They can't really do a whole lot because of the tip core base defenses. These Hammerheads should definitely focus as many at Lelena as possible, and all that Marv is just getting emped and emped as many times as possible. Even throwing a Shockwave artillery, Shockwave, and it gets the Redeemer again, but he doesn't have. I don't think he has the forces necessary. He's just going to follow it up with the Orbital Strike, and Orbital Strike will do wonders against this huge Enlightened force. And the Alliance all go down. The Alliance all go down. The Redeemer's almost dead. He's almost been destroyed. But the Imp follows up on those Mammoth Tanks. Those Mammoth Tanks weren't able to finish off the Redeemer. That was really close. This was a good push by Maze, pushing OneVision closer and closer to the brink of defeat. But now the Enlightened are going to be coming in now, and the Rage Generator goes off, and both one Mammoth Tank goes down, and I think another one might go down. No, almost. War Factory's been placed down. Actually, the War Factory's been there for quite a while. There's 2 War Factories. I'm not sure if Mace can support this. He needs to sell one of them, and because he can't support 2 of them. Another Imp goes down. That Marv should definitely vacate the base. OneVision, I don't know if he can support two MCVs. Oh, there goes the Marv. But Vision now is just going to keep emping the Redeemer. He's going to keep the Marv. He's going to keep emping the Marv as many times as he possibly can, but I don't think OneVision cares anymore. I think he's just going to keep going forward and to see if he can get that Redeemer, but he gets emped again. And here comes the single Hammerhead squads, trying to take out those Enlightened squads, and that Emp misses completely. That Marv is trying to be attacking again. I guess that was an Emp by his own forces there, because I thought that was Grenadiers, but I guess it wasn't. And even the Redeemer now, it's very, very close, but I think Maze is definitely going to lose this Marv. Is he going to lose his Marv? Yes, it does lose his Marv. And that Redeemer still stands, and is just going to squish all these. Oh, all with a close squish. That was a close squish. But that Redeemer now is very close to being killed. And will the Mammoth Tanks destroy it? No, they won't. And they're still underneath Rage. They're still underneath Rage, and they get emped again. This Redeemer is super close to being destroyed. And Hammerheads are coming in now. Almost destroyed. Orchestrate coming in, trying to take out that MCV. Misses the Redeemer. The Redeemer is the primary target, but that Mammoth Tank now... Is it going to die to Awaken shots? That'll be funny. Nope, he saved it with the Hammerhead. Oh boy. Both players got screwed over that time. But now Maze lost his Reclamator hub. And he lost his Marv. So he has to rely on just Mammoth Tanks. And massive couple of salves to those production structures. So now OneVision is just going to keep... he can place on War Factory, and he's going to repair his Redeemer. And he's also going to repair his MCV. That's a good way to think about it. Plus, he's going to have another base defense queued once his second MCV gets to the base. He should probably fix it with his War Factory. Either that or just pop down another Hand of Dawn and just repair his MCV on the spot. OneVision is just focused on getting another Marv out. But now this is causing OneVision to just keep going forward with his base defenses. And his Redeemer is repaired up to about 60%, a little bit more. Those repair pods are just going to be coming in as well. He should probably get it to about 70% once he reaches the base. And OneVision is just basically, or Mace is just desperately trying to get that Redeemer out, or Marv out as best he can. And here comes the base defenses. The base defenses are coming out, the SAM turrets, and then the Obelisk of Blights and or Shredder turrets are going to be coming out now. Reclamator hub's coming in. That MCV is under attack, and just massive amounts of infantry force coming in. Sells off the Reclamator hub for the single squad. Oh no, those squads didn't make it to the Marv. Marv is basically defenseless now. He has no garrisons, and this is going to be tough for Mace. A Sonic Emitter, first one of the game for Mace, and it's just going to be just slowly destroying that MCV. The MCV was too low health, and Maze was OneVision was forced to sell it off. Orchestrate coming in now. So Maze throwing a lifeline there. Basically holding it off as best he possibly could. And now Raider Buggies are going to be coming in. And he knows that the Marv is... Sorry. The Marv is garrison. It's real late here. It's like almost midnight. So yeah, that's why I'm a little tired. Marv's coming in. You're going to be garrisoned with a couple of Zone Troopers. And here comes another Rage Generator, and it crushes the Mammoth Tank. I don't know how many Mammoth Tanks Maze lost. Maybe a good 7 or 8 of them. And a mammoth tank is like $2,200, so 2 times 8, that's almost 20. That's like over $30,000 worth of mammoth tanks destroyed. That's huge. And is that the second MCV? Nope, that's the first MCV from OneVision. He's bringing it closer to his to the front lines here, so that he can place down base defenses and hopefully destroy that Marv. Single shot from that Awakened Squad will destroy it, and more harvesters are being built now. He did lose his refinery. This could be another refinery from Maze. Sells off that airfield, and he does get that refinery down, but he's got to watch out that Redeemer. Is it cloaked? Yeah, it's cloaked, so he did cloak it at some point in the game. We can't really tell when he cloaks the Redeemer because you can't pay attention to every detail. And now we see that Harvester is going to come in, and it almost gets detected, but not really get detected. Secret trying out now, and the Marv and the MCV is going to be placed on a disruption tower, and it's going to be should pack up again. Another Ridge Raider goes down, and base defenses are going to be coming out now. And Willie he does take out another rocket harvester, and a couple of base defenses as well. OneVision is just focused on getting his base walled up. Got to be careful that it doesn't overextend with his Marv. OneVision has finally got, or Maze has gone back here to get his blue tip, and blue tip is going to be very huge. And surprisingly, that Maze captured his tip spike, and OneVision didn't. So that could be pretty good now. And oh no, Spectres are coming out now from OneVision, and this is going to be massive problems because Maze doesn't have an airfield. He doesn't have an airfield. He can't deal with that. And now that, yep, sells off of that refinery, and finally, after long, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, the Redeemer finally ranks up. I was actually waiting for that to happen. Seems to me the Spectre is just firing in the blue now, because yeah, I think he's just force firing on the ground. Here comes the Redeemer again. Does it have another rage? It does indeed. And this time the rage wasn't that effective. The Marv didn't get affected that time, but yeah. Pit Bulls are going to be coming in now from Maze, and they're going to be definitely attacking the power plants. And he definitely will destroy an upgraded power plant, and that's all that Maze needs is just to destroy it. Oh, that was not necessary to place on Obelisk of Light. He could place down a, but that was probably for this base here. But yeah, that was a little bit of an overkill, placing down a Obelisk of Light just destroying one Pitbull. Marv's coming in now, but he can't see the space now. Magmine's coming in, and it doesn't affect the it does affect the Marv. Oh no, this is bad. Here comes the Emp buggies, and then the Shockwave artillery coming in. Another base defense has been placed down, and it does manage to get the Redeemer. This could be the end of that Redeemer as we know it, and the Pit Bulls are coming in now to supply some extra firepower. That Redeemer might go down. Oh, the Redeemer's still empty. The Redeemer's still empty, but it gets empty again. Oh man, Redeemer gets empty, and it gets destroyed. Wow, Redeemer gets destroyed, but oh no, the Marv now is under its own empt. And do we have a heroic Pitbull? We do have a heroic Pitbull, and it's taking a couple shots at that Spectre artillery. The Spectre might go down. Oh, the base defense goes down too. Base defenses go down too, and this is huge. Oh, will that Marv go down? It's gonna be pretty huge. And those Obelisk of Light needs to focus on the Marv as well. But the Pit Bulls are doing huge amount of damage. But the Pit Bulls shouldn't be this close because then their borders are just destroying themselves. And OneVision now lost his Marv, or lost his Redeemer now, and OneVision may lose his Marv. Now it's gonna be pretty close, but I think it will survive. It gets empty again. How many times is that? Like 5 or 6 times. And no, another Obelisk of Light, and this could be GG for that Marv unless he can get one more shot on it. He needs 2 more shots. 2 more shots. That Marv survives. Wow. That Marv survives. OneVision, his base defense has all been destroyed. Now he's going to get his Marv back for repairs, Maze, and now he's going to focus on that MCV with his heroic Pitbull and his Mammoth tanks, another veteran Pitbull, and OneVision has been defeated. Holy cow! What a game! What a game! OneVision. Oh, he kept Maze. He kept Maze on the back foot for so long, almost 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Great game. Skip all that. So unit scrap. You can see all the unit scrap for yourself. You can see the structures. You can see the resources. Maze obviously had more resources, surprisingly. Stats now. Both players had worse kill to death ratios. Both of them lost more units than they killed. 163,485 to OneVision and 21,726 to May. So May's got 1, 2, 3 minus 5. Almost $30,000 more. Just 30,000. All right, so there's your game of Pie Problems. And one quick note, my holiday VODs are going to be coming out now, so if you guys have any awesome videos, you can send them to me through email, through my YouTube channel, or Skype. I'll have a link in the description as well to send you to the post on GameReplays.org. My name's Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.